Hey everybody, welcome to this week's episode of Misfit Tales, where the lore is made up and the roles all matter. I'm your host and Dungeon Master. My name is Alex Long.
I am Angelique. I'll be playing Ava.
Ashley, I play Myra.
I'm Mind Your Business, and I'll be playing y'all.
Voodoo, and I think I'm having an existential crisis. Also, I'm playing Marith.
Dreadfay, I'm wondering why I'm here. I'm playing Dr. Gregory Watson.
That's why you're here. Alright, we know our cast of players. Let's go ahead and play that intro. Little is known about the past of the man known as Dr. Gregory Watson. Over a decade ago, those in the business of information may have heard rumors of a series of arsons in the city of Shirazatal to the east. Around the same time, they may have heard a tragic story of a university professor dying in an explosive accident. Now, however, such stories are a whisper of a memory, and there are always more people who need help. Born into a family of wealth, Evangeline Lysandra Maycroft found the aristocratic society of Luferia stifling to her outgoing and physical nature. Being banished to a convent by her father to learn humility only served to let her, to bring her closer to those she would come to be intimate with. Eventually, though, the call of the outside world became too great, and Eva escaped the convent in search of the Pizel Academy of Monster Hunters to find adventure, companionship, and a more direct way to lend a helping hand. Jarl was an orphan raised on the streets of the city of Keld. As a young adult, blessed with beauty, he found sanctuary in the city's red light district, where he learned the way of the world and, more importantly, was given the opportunity to demonstrate his keen intellect in managing the business side of things. In short order, this caught the eye of Kirena Guinevere, the leader of the Sakage, an old and powerful crime syndicate operating in the city. Taken under Kirena's wing, Jarl learned to put the skills he had developed in his youth to deadly effect. However, he yearned for more than just the criminal lifestyle he had come to know, and so he set out to the Pizel Academy of Monster Hunters, chasing stories of an artifact from the Sakage's history. The town Myra calls home is in the primordial forest of Phelim. A half-elf of slighter build, he had to quickly learn self-defense from his older brothers, although common bullies are hardly a concern in Phelim. Children's stories and travelers' tales tell of Baba Yaga, an ancient coven of witches who prey on those too weak to defend themselves. Taking up a blade in the name of Caden Kalian, the god of freedom and bravery, Myra joined the Witch Hunters, a guild of warriors from all walks of life, dedicated to opposing Baba Yaga at every turn. Marith's reputation precedes him. Flamboyant in all things, he's the adopted son of Lysandra Creed, admiral of the Sendarian Navy. At the behest of his aunt, the sovereign queen of the island nation, he became a representative for his homeland and can often be found on diplomatic business, where his dazzling personality can truly shine. In quiet moments, there are dark memories that seem a lifetime away and a pull towards some destiny. But to know Marith is to know very few quiet moments. Cool! Good stuff. Sound editing. Yeah. So, to get things started off, mostly because I keep forgetting to do this, I kept forgetting to do this last week, I'm going to do it now. Thank you. Huge shout out to Sirenscape. Yay, Sirenscape!
Noises.
Making tons of noises, tons of music, sound sets, sonic palettes for any role-playing occasion, mood, or need. Our show, our game, would be a lot less lively without you. That being said, when last we left off, after fighting each other a lot in the village of Norn, our group of adventurers moved to Himmelheim, the central-most city-states in the continent of Aman. Holy crap.
Bird. Loud ass birds.
The centralmost city-state in the continent of Amman, and one of the most populated cities on the continent itself. After meeting some underworld contacts, as well as reuniting with some of the Vex sisters, Zet and Zot, one of the group, Evangeline, had a very good time. However, during that excursion, the group noticed, for some of them, a familiar face that they hadn't expected. That of a large bronze dragonborn that went by the name of Suntail, who Jarl, Watson, and Eva had not seen since their escapades in the Maycroft family manor some time ago. Upon Suntail leaving the Colosseum, which the group was in at the time, the group decided to pursue, to monitor, to try and find out why he was there. However, soon the hunter became the hunted, and after trying unsuccessfully to sneak away in a crowd, battle was done. And many strange phenomena occurred. Almost an utter imperviousness to magic, a strange mechanical way of operating and speaking. And then finally, upon the Dragonborn being defeated, for a moment, nothing, and then after what felt like maybe 15, 20 seconds, the body began to hum, and then vanished without a trace. And now, in this central market area outside of the Colosseum, the crowd is slowly coming back as the violence has subsided, and you do hear a few cries of guards getting closer. What do you guys want to do?
We should go. Well, you're still invisible.
Yeah. I'm both invisible and an old woman.
And
So
we ported away.
Yeah, you two bamfed through a dimension door.
I'm gonna take a greater invisibility, so deuces.
I'm gonna tap Zot. There's guards coming, so we should probably get out of here.
I mean, it's probably fine, right? We didn't do any of this. Well, I mean, we did that, but that's not there anymore.
Yeah, so we have no way to explain this. Which, yeah. So,
fair. What's your plan?
well, as far as this goes, it's probably fine. I will meet you later tonight, say midnight.
I like the way you think.
Alrighty.
Oh, nice. I rolled a decent perception check. She kind of feels around in your the general vicinity of yours, and eventually kind of cups her hands around your face. It takes a little bit longer. They kind of rest on your chest for a second. And just, yeah. And then you feel hands on your face, and she pulls you and gives you a quick kiss on the lips, and it's like, okay, cheese it! And she just books it in a direction.
And since I'm invisible, I'm just gonna, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna hunker down
You're
and
invisible.
try to hide.
I'm invisible.
Scoot around.
You guys are on a roof, so it's just you standing there by yourself right now.
Myra, the crowd is closing in around you. You hear murmurs. What was that? Who were they? Where did they go? Who's this? Is that a sword?
Run, bitch, run!
I cover Mara's mouth and I cast Dimension Door in front of me with the portal emptying behind Myra, and I reach through and pull him in.
Before you did that, I was gonna actually stick him with the invisibility. So you beat me to it.
Excellent.
So, Myra, you're looking as a pair of guards are running towards you with spears in hand. Hey, what's all this? What's going on? What's this? And then just
And my life is snatched.
and then you're on top of a roof.
Wow.
You are with Marith and Jarl. Roughly, what, 40 or so feet away?
Oh fuck! The triceratops is still there.
Oh no.
Yeah, there's a triceratops there. You hear, yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, you see the guards, like, they had been running up to Myra going, they very noticeably look at each other and just kind of hold their spears out. Mr. Stompy's just kind of not really having it, but he's also not doing anything. He's just kind of shuffling uncomfortably.
Oh no!
To be fair, we left an alibi behind. It was all the
building is about 40
triceratops.
feet away from where?
Right about.
Oh, if I'm 40 feet away, I can still.
How tall is it?
It's only about a story,
Oh,
so you're I want to say like
Yeah.
15 feet in the air.
I touched both Marith and Myra and cast Featherfall on you two. God damn, I'm just burning spells. Onto the two of you, and I jump off the building.
Oh.
We gotta go.
Okay. As Marith leaps off like some sort of graceful swan, he
You gracefully just kind of fall. That's
Make an
what
acrobatics check.
acrobatics check.
Yeah.
Let's see how graceful
You
it
do not
is.
get to say you leap gracefully.
Natural 20.
That's one.
Oh, that's not so bad.
14.
I did not cast Featherfall on myself. I'm just.
I figured you didn't.
That's gonna be a straight 14.
Okay.
And as
I just
I'm
leap of faith this shit.
going down, I desummon Mr. Stumpy.
Yeah, no, you fall and like do a 360 like pirouette in the air, and unsummon the triceratops. Jarl, you conveniently find a bale of hay, or a pile of hay.
Oh my god.
but like in one fluid motion, hop in, land, and roll out, and not a bit of straw on you.
Great.
Hay and straw are different things. It's hay. I'm sorry.
Okay, I just gotta slide off the roof.
Okay, yeah, you do that thing where like you kind of stick the one leg off and like reach for the
that's
ground,
like,
and like you slowly kind of lower yourself.
Jump! Jump!
And you-
Jump! You'll be okay. Goddamn.
You land without issue. And then you just hear, again, just an audible gasp from the crowd of the Triceratops, again, which is huge, so towers over everything, is just gone. Just vanishes into mist. What the fuck was that? Where did that come from? Where did it go? No, why am I supposed to know this? I don't know how this shit works. Was it magic? Probably! What the fuck?
Every time we come to town, we do something weird.
You don't say.
Somebody fetch one of the Arcanists! And you see actually a guard run towards, in a northwestern direction towards where you guys know the palace is.
That does not sound good. Let us make haste.
You just get bumped into by two invisible forms.
Ah, well, someone is happy to see me.
We didn't decide where to go in the case of a panic.
Fair. In the case
That's
of
because we're not
Panthers.
staying here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still have a day before we can leave.
Well, do you guys want to go to the hotel, or do you want to go to the place I planned on showing you earlier? Anyway, they're probably awake now since it's in the middle of the afternoon.
Yeah.
I was actually probably going to start heading there if it was going to be said that we can't plan, so...
Yeah.
I'm coming with you to that place you were talking about. I'm intrigued.
All right.
And also stressed, so I think I need to blow off some steam, so to speak.
I want to go to the art commune.
Yep. Lead the way.
Oh, boy.
I mean, you're...
I have a bad feeling about all of this.
The two of us are invisible right now. At least two of us.
Planning on staying
I
invisible?
completely forget that I'm invisible and
And
elderly.
Well, you've
so
got to
just
you've got to actually, like, okay, we're done. I'll catch up with them and invisibility.
So would I know what the Arcanists would be able to do per se? Or do I have to make a check?
Make a local check, sure.
Okay, I'll make a local check.
Yeah.
20.
20?
Yulch.
Being something of an arcanist yourself, you know, generally they are called in to be both advisors as well as, to an extent, researchers. In general, they're the specialists called in when shit's magical and nobody knows what to do about it.
Okay, my concern would be, will they be able to track me?
You know some of them can, however that is generally very powerful magic. To discern the source of a spell, even... No, with a 20 total you would... Actually, I'm going to say make an Arcana check as well, to see if this is a thing that you know.
Oh, that's stupid. 11.
11. I mean, yeah, at this point, you also know that even the ability to sense lingering traces of magic is a fairly higher level ability that, you know, detect magic wouldn't do. Like, it would take a very discerning and studied individual to do that.
Okay, hopefully they don't have one of those. Hopefully. Hey, finger guns.
So you guys are making your way towards the Temple of Shaylin, or?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, and by this point it's around 2 in the afternoon. Or actually, no, closer to 3, I'm sorry. And you make your way southwest. How long does your greater invisibility last?
I would have dropped it when I
good.
came to when everybody was kind of grouped up and away from the cacophony.
Okay.
Yeah, mine
And,
probably would have ended by...
You can end it sooner. You can drop it.
I mean,
Drop
you
it.
still at your old lady. Don't drop that.
Hey.
But your thing is going to last for like...
I mean, I could probably drop it because at this point you still have your
120
old
minutes.
lady guys up.
Is that the disguise or the invisibility
The
or
disguise.
both? Oh. Can I... Well, I would have to dispel it. It doesn't just... Oh, man.
Well, I mean... Oh, right, 'cause, yeah. Right.
Yeah, it's mine.
Because it's transfiguration. Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's
It's
I'll
an
be a
illusion. I
old
mean,
lady,
it was
so.
it was a disguised self, not an alter self. So it's
Okay.
an illusion.
So, yeah, by the time you get to the temple, you do shift back to you.
Okay, yeah.
So that is kind of funny, because there are a couple of people who see you, but apparently the city itself is very not perceptive, because God says so, I guess. Dice rolls, they can make weird decisions for you sometimes.
Big ups to Sarah Ray.
But you do hear, like, there is a little kid with, you know, tightly wound, had a tightly wound, dark, curly hair, who starts playing and is just, Mommy, Mommy, Mommy! That old lady turned into a gnome! And just, his poor, beleaguered mother's like, don't, that's, what? No, just keep walking. We're just gonna keep walking. And he's like, hi, little gnome lady!
I just wave back. I do one of the... I press the digitation, one of the little, like, air whirlies, and I'm
Just, Mommy, Mommy, Mommy! And, but, like, is then quickly swallowed by the crowd. You've inspired a child. And... oh, that poor beleaguered mother. She'll be fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
You will be the final enemy in the campaign.
I learned it from watching you!
Oh, god damn it.
You inspired me to become a wizard, and then I decided to become a necromancer.
Oh no.
It'll be fine.
That's a little bit what happened to Zaire, so yeah. Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. After about another 20 minutes after the spell goes out, so for after a total of about 2.5 hours of travel, because again, Himmelheim is large, it's that big large.
Okay.
You see the building, and you three, Eva, Jarl, and Watson, all recognize this, but it's got a new addition, in that the front of it has
very familiar portrait, massive, across the whole wall. Like, you remember the scene in Boondocks where Riley painted the front of his house? It's that big. Except it's like, it's Eva doing like the creation of Adam thing in the sky, hair flowing majestically, there's lightning in the background, and there's just a huddled mass of various people on the ground of this mural. And she's just coming down like majestically. And you actually see someone up on scaffolding on the other side in the opposite corner, where Eva is in the top right, kind of coming down and like reaching, you know, doing the "come with me if you want to live." But in the top right, you see someone else up on some, you know, kind of ramshackle scaffolding, paint-streaked robes, painting like birds and sunlight and going through the whole thing. Like, this is a thing. It's not quite done. The main pieces were finished and the atmosphere is kind of being created around it. But yeah, the only thing that's different that you notice, Myra and Meredith, go ahead and make a perception check for me, both of you, if in you will.
Boop, 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 boop. That was not a great roll. So
5.
Oh,
God. Because I don't notice nothing.
Mine wasn't that bad. I got a 9.
Wow.
Still not great.
Yeah, no, looks like that's definitely Eva. Oh, they definitely got the dark skin, flowing purple hair. Though it does look a little bit more voluminous than hers usually is. Not by much, but just a little. Eva, because you're you, you notice that it seems that whoever was the prime painter of this did it before your eyes changed color. Because your eyes, I believe, before were purple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, and of course, now they are red. This still has your eyes as a bright violet.
Oh, okay.
But that's the only like noticeable difference for you. Everything else is clearly like just artsy, stylized stuff.
Still,
Well.
it's like, oh, shucks.
I'm both awestruck and mildly jealous.
I'm very confused, but also mildly aroused. This is amazing.
This is very nice.
I
not disagree.
I airwalk up to the person who's on the scaffolding. Airwalking.
That's her favorite fucking spell.
Okay. And as you do hear a couple of it's her. Is that her? That can't be her, right? The hair's not right. No, it is though. It is though. Oh, like just kind of scattered mutterings throughout.
Oh, that's.
And you actually, as you get closer, you do recognize the current painter. They were the one who had been painting like a smaller like graffiti on the front of the temple the first time you came around, but you didn't really talk to. Now that you see them, the hood is down and everything. You see just a tousled mass of brown hair over like olive skin, and you know, same eyebrows, same colors of hair, but the eyes are actually mismatched. One is green, one is blue.
Huh.
It's on it's a dude. He's got a scruffy goatee kind of thing going.
Oh, this looks
Ah!
really good.
Ah!
That's amazing work you did here.
You! Ah!
Oh, yeah.
It's you!
Uh-huh.
It's you! That's
Yeah.
you! But you're you! But that's you!
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, I got the eyes wrong!
Oh, no. I prestidigitate the purple. I just do that sometimes. Yeah.
But like...
Uh-huh.
Ah!
Yeah.
It's a pleasure. Like, he sets down what's the little paint thing?
A palette?
All the
Yeah,
palette.
Palette. He sets down the palette and brush, like set of brushes down and stuff. It's a pleasure to meet you. Grabs one of your hands in both of his and like violently like shakes it up and down to the point where you're like,
Oh, yeah. It's nice. Nice to meet you, too. This is... Wow. This is amazing.
yeah, yeah. I'm Bert. It's nice to
Oh.
meet you finally.
Nice to meet you.
I don't
Bert.
actually know your
This
name
is-
though. What's your name?
Oh, well, oh god, I've never had to think of a pseudonym before.
Anastasia Beaverhausen.
Oh my god.
You're still on the ground, just kind of watching this unfold.
Lynn.
Lynn! Oh my goodness. Is it short for anything, or is it just Lynn?
Oh, it's just Lynn.
Okay.
Nice. Lovely likeness.
Okay. I'm thinking of a name. Excellent. Because before it was just called The Arrival, but now it's going to be The Arrival of Lynn. It's brilliant. Yes. Okay. I need to get that put on a plaque somewhere. Who do I know that makes plaques? Fuck. And he just starts muttering like incoherent nonsense to himself.
Okay,
I feel like The Arrival is a very good title. It's mysterious. It gives it a little je ne sais vivre. Because he does not know French.
Amazing.
Je ne sais vivre.
Yeah, no, just The Arrival. That's good. Good idea. I like the cut of your jib.
Well, I can tell, first of all. Again, amazing work. But you know what would be really neat? And I feel like the city would really like this. Now hear me out. Titania on a clamshell reaching for my hand.
You see the gears turning in his head. Like, you think, like, make a perception check for me.
I'm about to make this real weird. Okay, so 28.
But, like, you could swear you hear, like, the wheel spinning from the little hamster in his brain. Just he's like, would you get her to model for me?
I am positive that if you even asked her if you could make a giant mural of her face, she wouldn't say no. Just...
I tried to once, but she was too busy snogging somebody.
Yeah, she does that.
So, like, would you talk to her for me? Would you do that?
Sure. I just give him a gentle pat on the back.
What is that noise? Why are the dogs howling?
But yeah, no. Before you come back way too far, the hands shoot out again and grab yours. I would love that. That'd be so great. I've been wondering what to do with this space, and he kind of gestures to what he's been doing, and there's just like a doofy fucking like stick figure with a smiley face that's just. I didn't know what to do to fill a space, so I panicked.
I hate that.
You did your best.
And yeah. This one glows in the dark though, so that's pretty cool.
Ooh.
Just the smiley face though, not anything else.
Oh, but that's neat though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Titania's gonna be better. Titania's gonna be a lot better. Yeah.
Alrighty. Good. Very pleasure to meet you. Very happy to meet you. You're interesting, and I just give him a gentle pat on the head. And yeah, this was an experience. And I just walked back down.
And you just walked back down the air.
What was that noise? All the dogs started howling in the neighborhood.
I think I broke that man.
How?
But it was neat.
How?
It's very neat to like break someone without having to be naked and on top of them.
What did you do?
I told him that I would see if Titania would model to be in the mural. I mean, she might do. You've met her briefly. Do you think she would say no to having a giant painting of herself?
I didn't think that. I'm just. It doesn't matter.
At this point, you actually feel a super just gentle, almost nervous tap on your shoulder.
Oh, hello.
And as you turn out, you see a figure in a kind of tousled, almost torn in places, brown cloak. Hood is up. Mm-hmm. You can barely see the face except for a rather large beak-like nose sticking out. Just and you hear, are you the one they called the Purple Sky Gnome?
Yes.
I hear you heal people.
Oh, yeah, I can do that.
Would you be willing to help me?
What's wrong?
This is getting really weird.
And he keeps like...
I'm afraid he's gonna flash me.
It's
He's choking on his cigarette.
the more you look at the face, you do see.
You should really think about
You
quitting.
do see an older.
Bad for your health.
You do see an older gentleman's face, kind of under the hood. Scraggly, like hasn't shaved in a bit. Gray hair. Like you still can barely. It's kind of embarrassing. Could we go somewhere else?
I just completely whisper, "Is it herpes? I can totally heal that. It's fine."
Just nod. Silence and a nod.
Aw, this poor man. Yeah, I'll do a.
Herps and the derps.
Like I do that.
Womp womp.
Cure disease.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what level spell it is.
Get yourself
yeah.
tested, folks.
Is it a level 3? I think it's a level 3.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, I will cure disease this poor beleaguered man with the herpes.
Public service announcement. Always get tested. STDs suck.
Eva, darling, is he going to flash you? Do you need an adult?
Oh no, he's fine. He's that's the opposite of what he's going to do.
Ah, very
But
good.
yes, remove disease is third level. Yeah.
Okay, so you place your hand on his cloaked arm and release the divine magic. And as you do so, you hear a slight. Ooh, tastes like coconut.
I know, right? It's weird.
Oh, thank you. He kind of nods a bit. I need to go lie down now.
Oh yeah, that happens. You should see how it feels to have a limb regrown. It's a thing.
Okay. And you just thank you.
Drink
so
plenty of
much.
orange juice.
Happy to help.
He just kind of shuffles away.
Vitamin C! Vitamin C!
If only I had like orange juice and cookies to pass out.
Eat like granola bars and apples and shit.
Here, go lay down for 15 minutes, don't die.
Amazing.
Try not making any sudden movements.
Yeah.
Don't get up too fast.
You gotta be a little dizzy. It's
It's
fine.
at this point you do see like a small crowd is kind of gathering in the vicinity, just kind of looking at you and talking amongst themselves.
I sneak my way into the actual commune building.
Sure, make a stealth check.
Sure.
Are you guys all
natural 20.
for a total of?
Hey.
Please tell me it's 20. That'd be the funniest shit.
29.
Okay. Natural.
They don't know who I am. I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna walk in. Why should I sneak?
Okay. So
Same. I want to
Yeah.
walk in there.
the rest of you make your way also into the temple
Yes,
commune.
Yeah.
It is when you starting up, you hear the tuning of instruments. You hear a few people doing vocal warm-ups.
Like that.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. You see a number of you actually funny enough, you actually see a number of people whose faces are just covered in what might have been intricate body paint and face paint at one point, and then they slept in it and it isn't anymore.
Oh.
And some of them have like mugs that carry the familiar scent of coffee. One of them is just hunched over a small plate of what looks like fried eggs. Just,
It's like 3 p.m., isn't it?
yeah!
Excellent.
They art party too hard.
I remember doing that.
However, you do actually see an individual you recognize whose robes are a little different. They have a fun angular yellow and blue trim around the end of the sleeves, and hair that I believe was once black is now a very clearly like shitty dye job blonde up in like sides cut, big old tool bag man bun that I used to have.
Monty, no.
Oh my god, you had one before?
Oh yeah, have I not shown you that? Oh yeah, that was the thing. Oh yeah, big old tool bag man bun.
Memories.
And
If you want pictures of the DM with a man bun, donate to our Patreon.
Yes, do it.
I don't actually have any pictures from that time.
I might donate to the fucking Patreon for that.
Right? Like, I got $5.
Oh yeah, if enough people express interest and concern, we'll set up a Patreon. That being said, you recognize the lean fox-like face of Trance.
His name isn't actually Trance, it's like a symbol, but he says his name is Trance.
Well, the thing is, his name is a series of draconic sigils that he swears mean something along the lines of, like, transcendence, but they just mean soup.
Yeah.
So everybody just calls him Trance, because it's easier.
Oh, honey. Oh, goodness.
And he doesn't even really seem to notice you. He's like just bleary-eyed still, kind of stirring a mug of something.
Trance, good to see you again.
Ah, it's oh shit, hey! Yeah, you, what's up?
Not much, we came to see what you guys have been working on. The mural's lovely.
Yeah, no, Bert's been pretty on it. He's pretty cool, man.
Excellent.
How are you guys? Things are cool. You had a sweet party. It's a shame you missed it last night.
You guys have a party every night.
I mean, hey man, worship of Shaylin is a party.
Fair.
Life's a circle. We go through it every day and every night and get up and do it again.
Yep.
Oh, hey! And then his eyes kind of shift over and alight on Meredith. Oh, hey there. Aren't you something? You look like somebody who's into some more refined types of arts, like the Sonic palette. Is that your thing?
Perhaps. If you would like to discuss more, I'd be more than willing to.
Awesome. I mean, that's cool. That's cool. Hey, I'm doing like a slam poetry tonight. If you want to come by, love to have you over.
I think I have plans. Perhaps another time.
You should definitely hear his work. It's simple in its complexity, but complex in its simplicity.
This one gets it.
Like, the look on Merritt's face.
I'm also kind of got like this very kind of a scowl, like just very skeptical.
It's not even a scowl. He's just like, no, I know what this is. No, this is a trap.
No, thank you. We don't want any.
Myra's in the cut with this face, trying to hold back laughter, like.
I'm Mars Simpson groaning.
Oh no.
What about Sideshow Bob groaning?
That's more of a like a mutter mixed with like a very sad moan.
But yeah, he kind of goes on a bit, trying to chill himself, but nothing of substance is spoken.
Oh, Meredith is still in his Titania shirt that he has done up
excellent.
like
Yeah. So good.
Yeah. Titia.
I want you to make a perception check, Meredith.
God damn it, 9.
We don't notice
9.
nothing.
Dice jail.
Yeah.
Dice
you,
jail.
you do out of this corner here, I see like a couple of like not quite young babu adults where they're definitely like late teens, but like definitely not like adults.
Oh,
Sorry to everybody who's in their late teens and early 20s, but like
You're not really.
yeah,
adults.
no.
I'm sorry.
I will fight you.
You're practice adult.
I'm
You're
aging.
getting there. You're working on it.
I'm still only 25 and I'm only starting to feel like a grown up, so like, yeah. Sorry, guys.
Wait.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sure-
25 seems to be like when you reel it, it starts kicking in.
Yeah, whoever decided that 18 is you're a big kid now was a goddamn liar. Anyway,
Just real quick, fun fact, biologically you don't become an adult until you're 25.
and then it's all downhill from there.
And then your knee starts acting up.
Oh, yeah.
You're bad, you're screwed.
And then you're back.
All right,
And then you start forgetting shit.
This is not a bitch. This is not a complain about being older podcast. We are going to open up an email account though for suggestions and comments. So feel free to, if that's something you'd be interested in, feel free to let us know.
Oh, God, no. You curmudgeonly old fucks.
But that being said, you do see two, maybe 20-year-old girls like kind of see you and their eyes kind of narrow and they start muttering something, but they walk off into a different room.
Peanut butter and jealous.
Bitch.
No.
I'm so sorry for any of our headphone listeners.
We have a couple screechers in the room.
Actually cackling. Jesus.
So that being said, what do you guys want to do while you're here?
It's so petty. I can't even.
Right.
That was
Hey,
some
those
shade
bitches
there.
started it.
That was some shade.
There's
were
gonna
ready.
be some tea.
You were ready.
I'm literally choking on this dude's
Peanut
petty.
butter and jelly, peanut butter and petty.
I prefer Tom Petty.
Oh, God. Oh, but these are real tears.
So, what do you guys
I will
want
talk
to
some
do?
shit.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna see what else these fucking art nerds
T-shirt
are working
design
on.
ideas.
'cause,
I'm gonna
yeah.
find somewhere to just sit down.
Yeah,
And
you actually
chill.
do find a love seat of sorts, and you kind of veg in.
I'm gonna follow Eva because it seems Marith kind of feels like he's surrounded by children at this point.
I mean,
How do you think
Slam
I
poetry
feel?
and jealous ass bitches.
How the fuck do you feel? I think I feel.
so you do.
That's true.
You
That's
see a
fair.
couple of
That's
people. You kind of peruse, go upstairs. See what different people are working on. You see like a group of like maybe 4 or 5 in a circle with canvas on easels, like painting a model, not nude, but you notice like as they go, they seem to be like timing themselves, and after a certain point, like an hourglass will run out of sand, and like the model will take off a piece of clothing, and they start over, and it just kind of goes.
Tasteful.
You see somebody, you see the one sculptor who you remember from the last time actually has another person in there working with them. It's a little early for it, but they're doing that scene from Ghost. Where like they're like, here, let me help you.
God
Except
damn
like
it.
the second, mind you, it's the newer individual who tries to do the reach around, and the one who's doing sculpting just immediately elbows them in the gut. It's like,
Oh,
get
no.
back to your own stuff.
Damn.
He's like, worth it, but does so.
Excellent.
And other than that, it's a lot. You see someone the last thing you really see is someone who hears your footsteps and says, "Don't enter my space!" And you kind of look in the door and you just see them like using the handle of a broom to kind of like push like different like bits of broken pottery and glass like into a shape, I guess. It's something, and every now and again they'll hop up on a small step ladder and just look at the floor and just either nod approvingly or like scowl and then hop back down and shuffle some more shit.
Excellent. Sure.
But yeah, it's yeah. Everybody's living their best life.
Marith is super into this.
My people.
My people, mostly.
I always like checking this place out because as much as I can do a lot with magic, I have no idea how to do anything with my meat hands. Like that's an amazing skill that like I think is really cool.
Well, darling, it's all about practice, practice, practice. Other than the petulant children we've run into, this isn't such a bad place.
True.
Speaking of petulant children, Myra, what are you up to?
Shady bitch today.
So we be a petty today. Okay.
Shade
Today's
for everyone.
episode sponsored by Petty. Myra's off wandering around looking around for naked people. Because he associates art communes with naked people.
Nah,
That's
I
fair.
mean, that's not inaccurate.
At least the first, like, new people, like, new artists, lots of...
They're always doing naked pieces, so he's off to see the naked pieces.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
Watch me not see nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
only because you... Wow.
who'd you get? Oh, God.
Did you roll double digits?
No, I didn't. I can't math right now. 13.
So your total at least was double digits, so that's not nothing. After a little bit, you do go upstairs, and not the same room where the group of people were around the one model. You do find a room where a couple of people are walking around in, like, just open robes. There's, like, 3 or 4 of them just kind of, like, lounging on couches and just chilling out. There's, like, someone's already burning some incense. It's a pretty chill time, man. You get a couple shots of some nice, like, side ab and side boob. It's pretty solid.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm appreciative of this.
Fuck, I should have followed you.
I'm going to look around for like any containers of like liquor.
Yeah, sure. Make a perception check, man.
I don't want to know where this is going.
It's probably fine.
Ooh.
Hope you like art wine. Nah.
40.
Jesus. Yo.
Yeah, you actually, I believe you remembered where the kitchen was, because the Temple of Shaolin is basically a glorified dorm room. But you go to where you remember the kitchen was, and do find a couple of glass bottles of something in short order.
How much liquor did they have, or liquid did they have in them?
One of them's full, 2 of them are about half, and one of them's on like maybe the last glass.
Okay, I open the full one and take a sniff.
Okay, yeah, it smells like wine.
Take a sip of it.
Hey, man, that's not something you can just walk in and have, man. And behind you see it sitting at a table, pretty much like not really moving or cognizant up until this point. A dark-skinned man, kind of wiry gray hair, coming down in tight curls around his head and almost to his shoulders, in an open robe very similar to Trance's, but the gold, gold and blue angular bits kind of extend a little farther up the sleeves. Except again, the robe is open, revealing just a bare, weirdly glistening chest, and like he's in like slippers. Just hey, man, you can't just take that. It's not cool.
I'm I assume my back is to him.
Yeah.
So first I roll my eyes as hard as I can, and then turn around and go, "Hey man, I'm totally sorry, but you know, I just can't truly appreciate art unless I'm in an altered state, man. Like, how do we know if mirrors are real if our eyes aren't real?"
I want you to make a bluff check.
BRB, out of body experience.
You dead.
What the hell?
Everyone dead.
That was good.
29.
Oh my god. Jesus. How do we know if mirrors are... What?
He kind of looks at you for a minute, smiles, says, "Yeah, but like, we'll be the ones to administrate all that, so please put the bottle down. Not here to harsh and mellow, but like, we gotta keep the people fed.
Can I donate?
Totally.
Okay. Where?
Right over here, and he stands up and grabs a. It's definitely a beer stein, but you see there's like 3 strings for tea bags coming out of it. Just right this way. And kind of shuffles in his slippers down the hall. Because from where you'd come, the kitchen is almost at the opposite end from the main entrance, and he follows along that back wall, essentially, to the right, and you do eventually enter a room that is smaller than you've seen a lot of them, but actually like a room containing like seats and an altar. And you see covered in speckles of paint and signatures and, you know, messages of well-wishing and wishing for wellness. A statue of... Having been here before, you recognize this as a statue of Shaylin. Like, right here. And there's a couple of open urns and jars in front.
I've been here before and never seen this room.
I could have sworn you'd seen the...
I went in, but he didn't.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
Why is this tucked away? I mean, if this is a place of like worship and like expression, shouldn't this be at the forefront?
It is, man. You saw it walking all the way through here. Our expression is the worship. Our expression is the altar. He kind of, he's holding the stein with both hands and kind of gestures with his elbow at the statue. This is more, convention, and people like to see her every now and again, but everything out there is the actual temple. We're not just calling this place that for nothing. Sip.
That's dope.
Right? I've got a nice little thing going here.
And who might you be?
Oh. Oh shit, I thought you knew. I'm sorry. I thought you've been fucking with me this whole time.
No.
Oh. Name's Tiberius. I'm the head priest here.
Ah.
Yeah.
Have you met our compatriot, Ava?
She's the short purple one with the fun eyes, right?
Yeah, the mural's outside of her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, Bert was super stoked when I told him he could do it. It's a pretty ambitious piece, so I was really excited to see what he did with it, but yeah. No, haven't really talked to her a whole lot, but yeah, we've met.
What is standard donation here?
Oh. As you can imagine, with a goddess associated with expression and art and stuff, a lot of people like to donate time, work, or some sort of bit of creativity, but especially since he looks at... Did you leave the bottle in the kitchen, or did you bring it with you?
Left it there.
Okay. He kind of nods his head back at where the kitchen is. Since you've got a bit more of a direct desire, whatever monetary compensation you feel would be worth it.
10 gold?
Yeah.
I give 10 gold pieces.
Yeah, just toss it in one of the urns. It's, proper procedure and everything.
How does the commune sustain itself?
Well, honestly, a lot of it's through commission work. A lot of the stuff here is expression, and every now and again people come through looking for stuff. Either someone wants a new painting, someone wants to do some sort of legacy thing. It's nice, and we'll do it for a fee to continue the place, and put in a couple holy symbols of Shaylin, and things go pretty well.
So I had a really trippy experience recently.
Yeah?
You can say it's a journey of a lifetime, and kind of exploring religion, so trying to figure my way through it. What would you say is like Uduza's main goal here? Like, what are you trying to do? What do you want to do with the commune? Where do you want to see it go?
I mean, every day I look out at all the people who come in, and makes you, feel something. Look at the work and either feel inspired to do what they do, or even go make their own art. That's what it's all about. Because, I mean, sure, at the end of the day, it's nice when the stuff looks good, or sounds good, or feels good, but I mean, it's how it makes you feel, and what it inspires you to do. That's the whole point. At the end of the day, we're doing exactly what we're here to do, as long as we keep doing it.
Insightful.
But it sounds like you've got a little more under the surface for that problem you've got, so did you want to talk about it?
Not really. Just never been a religious person, which is kind of why I was looking to see if a bottle would help me to appreciate this in a way that I haven't before. Not one for usual imbibing, but there's so much artwork here, and there's so much to do, and so much to see, and honestly, instead of just being a harsh ass, I wanted to see if I would see something different. See it the way that everybody else here sees it.
I can respect that. I'd say especially, if you're looking to experiment or try something, I'm not going to say don't, but I think I usually find in times like this with people of your mindset, it's a pretty good exercise to kind of help you grow as a person if you really try to do that yourself.
What do you mean?
Try to put yourself in that place, clear your head a bit. Even just for a couple of minutes, judge a bit less. You look like a smart dude. You're definitely a fast talker, even though I saw through you. But, a lot of people come through here and they're fast talkers, fast thinkers. Maybe even have some fast hands, but, and you don't just turn that off. That's not something that just stops, but even for a couple minutes, hear somebody perform and try to take it for what it is. It's not going to be easy the first time, might not be easy the 10th time, but eventually you're going to have that one thing you see where you looked at it and your first thought wasn't, wow, they suck, or wow, I'll bet that was expensive. It's just going to be, huh, I really like that. And it really only takes once. And you're already on a better path, because then you know you can do it.
Thank you.
For sure. That being said, I'm also totally about day drinking, but only if you want to day drink, not because you want to, be where the people are or whatever.
Oh no, it's totally about being where the people are. I don't drink normally.
Yeah, especially in that case, I would advise against the day drinking. He kind of walks by, gives you a pat on the shoulder, and walks back out.
I'm gonna go back out and walk around and be a curmudgeon until I find something I like.
Okay. Make a perception check.
I'm just walking the halls going, I don't like any of this.
Fuck that shit.
Ooh. I believe it's the same thing as it was before. Yeah, 40.
Jesus. What do you see with your special eyes?
My brand.
I mean, you find some stuff, and like you said, have been very quick to see stuff that maybe the material is a little more expensive, or maybe the technique might not have been as good, but something you notice across everybody is even as some of them are only starting to really like calibrate and be people again, there's an intent amongst everybody. There's a unified purpose to create, to be, to express themselves, that being a leader of people you do appreciate. Whether that's what Tiberius meant or not is, you're not sure, but that's the common thread that you find. Did anybody else want to do something while you were here?
Are there any actual blank walls anywhere around here? Because I can imagine there's a lot of space is taken up.
There really aren't. However, you do ask around a little bit, and you actually hear what the general principle is, which is, if you see a space and you believe that what you're making is worth it, there are buckets of white paint and brushes just kind of placed all over. Just paint over and start anew.
I don't know quite how I feel about that, but I'll try to see if there's any space on the ceiling.
Make a perception check.
Because I'd rather not undo someone else's work. 30.
Yeah, you find a couple spots that are not huge, maybe about, like, a foot across, like about a cubic foot.
Okay.
Roughly.
I hunker down on the ground and, like, look up at it, because I'm not really used to having to focus on something that's this big, and I'm going to just, in my usual, like, neon sign thing, just a likeness of the Shaylin.
Okay. I'll say, first off, make a spellcraft? Sure, check.
Okay. Because that's not the worst. Oh yeah, that's pretty decent. So, 21.
Okay. And then, because it's funny, make a performance check.
Okay. I actually have perform magic as a skill, so yeah, that's actually pretty good.
Hey!
25?
Okay. Yeah, it takes you a bit to get everything kind of the way you like it, but eventually you do manage to magically place a brightly colored image of the visage of Shaylin on the ceiling.
Nice.
Very nice.
Felt like I should contribute something on here.
There's actually a wiry half-orc woman who kind of walks by, kind of like watched you do it, just like, gives you a thumbs up and keeps walking once you're done.
Nice. Let's see if we can find the others.
Indeed. If we happen to run into those trifling females, I think I have something in store for them.
Try not to kill anybody.
No, nothing like that. There used to be a special equation I would imbue on things that displeased me.
Alright.
I don't like the sound of none of that.
Right. Let's look for the others, and those poor girls are far away.
So, in the room of naked people, is there anything that would have, that sounds horrible, anybody
that would have maybe caught Myra's eye. Likes pretty things, so.
I mean, all 4 of them are pretty. Yeah, no. I suppose in your case, the one who would most catch your attention is one of the 2 dudes. Because there's, 2 ladies, 2 dudes, like you do. I guess. I don't know.
Rock, paper, scissors. Why not both?
Scissor me timbers.
My God. Y'all
What's
are
wrong
terrible.
with us
And
today?
here we are. Dicks. That's what's wrong with us. Dicks everywhere.
But yeah, this one you can tell has worked, well, all of them to an extent, but this one especially you can tell has worked on their physique. Yeah. But it also seems like they've mostly done it inside. Their skin is a bit paler. But especially as they'll get up and like grab a small beverage from a countertop. Yeah, you get to see lots of musculature, lots of fun musculature. Oh boy, that's a nice big musculature, huh?
Well,
Yeah, and you see a there's a slight point in the ear, and platinum blonde, almost white hair, long, tied back in a kind of low ponytail that goes over the robe down to about the small of his back.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna attempt to go over and talk to this man without being awkward.
An awkward.
And awkward. It's already too late.
Fucked up!
What
Yeah,
the fuck?
I mean,
Back out!
Spaghetti just flowing out your pocket.
y'all.
Why'd you put all those breadsticks in there?
No, but as you walk in, your armored foot takes one step in, and pretty much all 4 of them are like, they look at you, and as you move to take another step in, they're like, hold on. That's... Hi. Nice to meet you. That, and they just kind of gesture to all of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're gonna need to fix that. And they kind of, like, they just kind of hold their arms up like, yeah, man.
Oh.
Yeah, you can leave it right by the door, but... And you notice there's, like, a slight, like, threshold, like, almost like a welcome mat, but the thing is it's on the inside of the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no shoes past that point.
Shoes. And looks like no anything else.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of nippy around this time of year, so you can get one of the robes, but yeah.
Okay. Very
listeners.
nippy. 1 second. So, getting rid of all of that.
Oh yeah, and actually, one of the girls, a darker skin, actually has a piercing through her nose and like hair that's kind of fun because it's in like 2 little buns on top. One of them's bright red, the other's bright orange. And she's just got like bright purple and purple, blue, and green eye makeup on.
Oh, that's such a pretty
That's
combination.
very pretty.
Mm-hmm. Right? It's almost like they're artists. Kind of like helps you take it off. My dad was in the army, so I can help you with some of this.
Okay.
And yeah, but within about 5 minutes, you're pretty much in like what is it the loincloth, and that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Listeners, this episode is brought to you by the letter D.
For dick!
D for doffing, as in doffing one's armor,
Yes.
which is
yes.
what Myra just did.
That's totally what it meant.
Okay.
Also docking.
Okay.
Anyway,
Alright,
Hentai
so
police, hello.
I am in my little thongy thingy.
yeah.
And the robe now. And then I attempt to go across this threshold.
Yeah, by this point, the sort of elven dude's kind of looking at you with some nice eyes that match the hair.
Ooh.
And it's just pretty much been sipping at like what looks like a small like swisher
A
of
cognac glass.
Yeah.
Ah.
Alright.
And just it's kind of just like leaning back against like the small like dresser like wardrobe sort of thing, like one of the low wide ones. Mm-hmm. And it's just kind of been leaning hand on there, just watching.
I appreciate your restraint that they're not all just splayed out on chaise lounges.
Oh no, the other dude absolutely is.
That's actually what Meredith was looking for.
Yeah.
With me.
Where is everybody while this is happening?
I fucked up.
A lot of this is kind of happening at the same time. Like you're having your discussion with Tiberius, while Watson is just in a corner, just upset.
No, I mean not even upset, just kind of.
This is not your
I'm just spacing out right now.
Fair. We're in the land of hilarity.
Yeah. I'm too much of a straight man for this shit.
Although I can imagine the kids just think that you're the coolest because you're wearing a fucking
We're getting
mask.
there.
Like,
He doesn't have a gas mask on
Let's
right
see some kids hiding
getting
behind
there.
a pot light.
We're getting there.
now. No, I'm waiting for it.
We're getting there.
Okay.
Give it time. Spoiler alert.
So, I make my way towards the elven gentleman. Haha. Because words. Mm-hmm. And I realize that he's staring at me and I feel a little bit insecure. Why are you staring at me?
A new face, a new form. A lot to take in.
Well,
He gives you a wry little smile.
I've not seen that in years. It's been years.
Awkward moves. Turtle.
It's been 84 years.
He kind of just swills the...
well,
takes a sip.
it's my first time here. I figured I'd look around for anything or anyone interesting.
I hope you've found that with us.
Well, I believe I have. So what is it that you do here? What's your medium?
He kind of looks down at the noticeably, like, mind you, medieval times isn't a thing, the no shit Jesus Christ chiseled abs. And, like, looks over at the other guy who's, what's his name? Like, Osric Chow? Who's basically Osric Chow. Sorry. Trademark, I guess. But, like, who is the one lounging on, like, the chaise lounge? Again, also, like, model. Well, it's like, we are the canvas.
Meredith is gonna be pissed when he finds this room. He's gonna be so fucking mad. He's gonna be like, bitch, I missed the fucking party.
You're walking around in, like, in my mind, you're walking around in Daisy Dukes and a crop top. You're fine.
That's mentally, yeah.
Like, that's just what's happening in my brain. with
You over here Jessica
fair.
Simpson in right now.
That's fair.
Like, you'll be fine. You'll live. You're living your best life.
I really am, though.
So you spend all of this time working on your physique? And then that's it?
Basically.
Okay.
It's just this, and kind of he does one of those, like, outstretch the hand, but very much, like, bodybuilder style, like, kind of rolls the shoulders forward and flexes the pectorals. This takes more, does one of those, like, inner, more time and, effort than one may think.
Titan's robe. Tries not to stare downward.
He makes no move to break eye contact.
That's weird. That's weird.
Just let it happen.
You have a very intense gaze. Have you been told that before?
Well, I got it from my mother. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm willing to let this repressed nerd episode go on as long as you want.
I can't breathe.
No. I'm gonna get some real conversation. I'm just trying not to be an awkward duck.
You are failing!
So hard.
You didn't even have to roll the one. Your mouth words are doing it for you.
Ready! I've from weak to pretty poison.
I can't. Oh, Lord.
Okay. So if I may ask, where is your homeland?
That's that's a bit of an awkward question. Himmelheim is my home.
I apologize. Where I'm from, most of Justice Years, our kind, we tend to stay near Kadesh. I didn't know that there were others spread out.
No, my mother was in Luferia for a time. Then came here before I was born, met my father. And then I happened, and here we are.
Such as the miracle of birth.
I wouldn't know too much of it, unfortunately. Or fortunately, as your preference may be.
Quit being sexy artwork.
It's the accent that's
It's
killing
the
me right
accent, it's the platinum, it's the musculature, awkward
Oh
duck.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Quack.
Oh yeah. I think we found the bridge between Ashley and Myra.
Nah,
Fucking Russian.
Ashley wouldn't even be functioning. Ashley don't talk to pretty people that gorgeous. She stares in the corner like,
now. You would just be a puddle.
Y'all.
Mop you up.
All right.
Puddle of you.
puddle of me.
I'm a meme for all of this.
No big.
Any hoozle.
Any hoozle.
Just fuck them already.
How do we get to
Needs
that
to be
point?
some exposition.
Needs to be some expression, but I'm a duck, so quack.
Oh,
So we have a bit more time before our training commences. If you'd like to join us, it seems that you've spent some time working on yourself as well.
Well, I always tend to keep myself as fit as possible. Kind of necessary for the job.
Well, Tyrande, the door, if you would, and the dark-skinned woman who'd help you out of your armor kind of shuts the door, and you pretty much just chill.
Okay.
Everybody's pretty cool, honestly. Like, it's like, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
This awkward silence brought to you by
Memes.
dirty
Memes.
memes.
I have a meme
Fixing
for
posts.
everything, okay?
Fix it.
Oh,
Not
God.
just.
No, I mean, it's, that pause was fine, probably.
It was fine, pause.
Yeah, like,
Okay, so I'm chill.
everybody's super chill. Like,
Chill.
Osric, because that's the name I'm gonna use. Sorry, buddy.
His name could be Osric.
He doesn't contribute too much to the conversation.
Of course.
He's
I
just pretty and
you know
there.
what? And that's fine, because I'm here to look. You look at art. I'm here to observe.
Yeah,
So I can see myself like laying on the shade, like, you know what, I'm just gonna look at you for a minute. Cause
it is kind of fun though, because every time he does say something, Tyrande like lightly gives him a bit of shit. Like, Osric, what the fuck do you ever be talking about?
Oh, good.
It's just like, hey, you want some breakfast in a cup? Osric, that sounds made up. Everything's made up. Stay woke.
You just blew. Everything made up. Say what? Right?
But yeah, like that's the type of stuff that'll come out of his mouth. Like
Jesus.
once every
I'm so happy.
couple of like go arounds in the conversation, he'll say something that seems pretty deep and thoughtful, but he'll immediately follow up with like, but did the chicken come first or the egg? Osric, we're talking about beans.
Hey, everybody! This dude over here eating beans!
But yeah, like it goes on for a little bit before
that's okay.
the elven gentleman does know. Well, it's time for us to get to our work. You're more than welcome to join us, but it's a bit different than what you might be used to.
I'll have to pass up on joining, but if I could just sit and watch, that would be great.
Around this time, Eva and Meredith make a perception check.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Jesus. 9.
Wow!
Dice
Three
jail.
times! 3 times!
18.
18. Eventually, you kind of have asked around a little bit. You heard
2 more.
a couple people mentioning that someone matching Myra's description went into I roll the model room.
Why has it got to be the model room?
Why are they so just like shitty about models? You need somebody to draw. Oh God.
Why is
And
everyone so
eventually you find the
bitter?
room and you see
I mean,
you
they're
do
young.
you open the door and see Myra looking a bit more comfortable than you've seen him before, but
Well, look at you. You're very stripped.
This room exists? What the?
Yeah, I've been here since a little while ago. It's great.
Damn it.
Look,
scene cut. We'll be there in a second. Watson, I want you to make a perception check because you're kind of
Spacing out.
Spacing out, yeah.
Kids behind the pot.
Oh, nat 20 for a
Total
total of 40.
Oh God.
So you don't necessarily, like, you're spacing, your eyes are unfocused, you're there, but you're not really there until you see movement in the corner of your eye. And this movement is a little different from the people kind of that have been walking past you. This one stays put, and you feel eyes on you. And as you kind of come to, you look over and you see 2 people. Dark cloaks, hoods up.
Oh. Yes.
With a fucking 40 perception on that 20. Jesus, God. You guys are... You all have special eyes.
Not me today.
Well, you know.
You just keep getting distracted. You can't see
You're just
nothing.
you're just in your homeland, so, you know. You see, one more of like a caramel tone skin, the other with almost actually ebony. It's actually very nice. 2. One of them seems like maybe a younger human, or at least a more petite human. One of them is definitely like a gnome. They're just kind of looking at you with barely concealed looks of interest and fascination. And why is one of them wearing an eye patch?
Just kind of, we're just continuing to smoke, kind of looking forward again.
One of them is wearing goggles, but there's no lenses.
Can I help you, gentlemen, ladies? I can't quite tell.
The one with the darker skin doesn't say much, but the caramel tone one does speak up. And the male voice comes out. This is actually the gnome. We were just wondering if we could, like, hang out. We like your look a lot.
Go play with someone your own age.
That's the thing, though. Nobody else our age gets us.
Oh my God.
I can guarantee you that I don't get you either.
But, like, you're so expressive and comfortable in yourself, and I feel like we don't get that. Nobody gets it.
Let's get
Kinda. I pull some paper out, and I start attempting to teach them algebra. You asked for this.
You do watch as the boy becomes less interested. However, the girl takes to it very well. The younger human, she actually, it seems pretty fucking fascinated. However, after about 5 to 10 minutes of this, one of them does ask, so, this is super applicable in real life and everything, but like, where'd you get your coat?
It's not important.
It definitely is, though.
You're not going to find it here.
Okay. So where am I gonna find it? Mind you, this
Go
is
ask
the girl
someone.
with the eye patch.
Go ask a seamstress. Go ask a seamstress to make you one.
Yeah, but like, nobody makes stuff like that. Like, I asked for a look like that once, and she kind of gestures at her cloak, which is like, it's dark leather. That's it. Like, it's not anything close.
That seamstress should be fired.
And it probably doesn't breathe either.
Ooh, she's sweaty.
Like, this is the best I got.
If you want to take a trip across the sea, then maybe you'll find one.
Awesome. Where at?
Gag.
I need to go find my compatriots. It was nice talking to you. I get up and walk away.
Alright, good talk. He was kind of a douche. But he taught us math, so it's not that bad, I guess.
God damn it.
Math nerd.
Scene cut. Jarl. You basically are in the general vicinity when Watson walks away from the youth. The youths.
Youths.
Okay, God, thank you. It's time to go.
Do I see him or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm talking to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can we go, please?
Oh, I was going to ask you the same thing. Oh, let's please get out of here.
We're too type A.
I am literally,
I feel-
I am literally not drunk enough for this.
Around this area, people seem to have a very strange impression of me.
What do you mean?
I had people asking me where I got my coat. I don't fucking know.
Oh. They're probably enraptured by your dress. They probably think you dress well.
This is a coat. This is a leather coat.
Hey, you know what?
It is something that it allows that it's a doctor's trench.
I wave an arm. I don't understand any of this shit. But all of it has a point and a meaning to them, and they find it fucking fascinating. And apparently they find you fascinating.
Well,
You don't have to.
let's get out of here, please.
For the record, we support nerd artist solidarity.
Yeah, no.
Where's
I'm playing
the-
a pure opposite of who I am, so.
Where's Ava and the guys?
I don't know.
Scene cut.
Probably frolicking somewhere.
Scene cut.
Definitely frolicking
Sneak
now.
You are in the model room.
The
Frolicking.
second that I saw this room, I was like, "Oh, this is what we're doing." I just disrobe. and
Yeah,
grab a robe.
Maris is
Yep.
getting fucking naked. 0 fucks given.
It's like this is what it's time for.
The elven-ish Manda Susan. Oh, well. Hello. Hello. Hello.
You are all gorgeous. This is amazing.
Indeed.
Thank you. We've all put time and effort into it. I do apologize, though. It is now time for us to put that time and effort in. We're actually going to go for our afternoon run
Ooh.
So unless you'd like to join us.
If it means we get to watch.
Yeah.
Do try to keep up.
All right.
And they proceed to start putting like fairly plain pants and shirts on and walking out. And shoes. They all have shoes.
He got dressed.
Indeed.
So disappointing.
I'm talking to the
Thought we
doctor.
were gonna
It's
run
like,
naked like the Greeks.
If I was Myra, what would I be? If I was Mara, what would I be?
Around.
And I go I go over to the youth that the doctor was talking to, and I lift up my shirt. Where can I find guys that look like me?
Squawk. Excellent.
They both kind of, and you notice the boy has the boy has started helping the girl like sew pockets on the outside of her clothes. Like starting, like they're like maybe halfway into the first one.
Doing their best.
But well, oh wow. It's probably the. Oh, there they are. And you turn around and see coming down the stairs and coming down the hall are 2 men and 2 women in rather plain dress who look very pretty, making their way out, followed by Myra carrying in just like the under armor. No trademark. There's a but the under padding and stuff, and carrying your actual plate.
Yes.
Because you didn't have time to put that shit on.
Didn't have time.
And just huh, where are we going? What's happening?
Marith is zipping his pants as he's coming down the stairs.
I'm still naked in a robe.
I would imagine you just kind of got the dress over your shoulder, followed by the 3 of them, and they're just walking down the hall. The 4 temple denizens kind of nod at you and walk past.
Do I see
bet
them
there's-
growling?
Are they walking past as well?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
hey.
bet there's a very good reason for this, and I probably don't want to hear it.
Well, we found really hot people and we all got naked together. That's pretty much it.
What's that
Yeah.
mean?
I mean, that's it. We were just naked.
That's what happens. You have to be naked in the model room.
Yeah.
And I think I met my future husband, and I'd like to follow him, please.
We gotta be naked to make friends.
Wait, what?
Pants are the enemy of the people.
Yep.
I believe that in real life,
What?
too. Sorry,
Where are
I'm
they
sorry.
going? What?
Oh, they're gonna go run.
They're perfecting their craft.
I'm about
By
to
running?
perfect my
And
craft
2
as
of
well.
them have really
Why are they
big crafts.
Oh, so they can stay looking like that. Look at that. You don't just get like that from, waking up and rolling out of bed.
I suppose you'd have to work on it if you just sat around on your ass all day.
I mean, you only get a physique like this with lots of ham and potatoes, and I'm seeing about fried chicken. Do we have any fried chicken left?
I don't know. Do we pack any?
I just dig through my bag of holding. Aw,
Nada.
damn it.
Marith just makes that noise
Are you
because we're out of fried chicken. We're out of chicken.
By this time,
We'll
you
go
can
back
see
and
who
get it. That's
has exited
Aw.
the temple.
Well, my bone is gone.
my pretty?
They're so beautiful. Now they're gone.
They just
Summer
went to go.
breeze.
So they just went to go work out. I don't understand.
Yeah, they gotta
Yeah.
stay hot, and buff, and
They
Glistening.
themselves are the art and stuff. I wasn't really paying attention to what he was telling me. I was looking at his chest.
I don't understand. I don't understand what's so fascinating about that. I mean, I haven't had time to work out since we left the academy, but it's just a thing. We're always running. Why would you want
We're
to go watch
moving
other
around
people
all
run?
the time.
you're always
Right.
busy stabbing the things.
Yeah.
You get your
And lifting
exercise all the
things.
time.
Right, I don't understand though. Like, do you just want to watch me do push-ups?
know-
Is that fucking amusing?
I mean, yeah, but I mean, you never offered before.
You surely didn't.
Mara, what's that look?
I mean, you were offering, right?
Can
Jarl,
we
Jarl.
cover
Time
your
to
oil
go.
first?
What?
Nothing.
Jarl, sense motive check.
It is time to fucking go.
He's so mad.
26.
You get this weird impression that like 3/4 of the rest of your group would really like to watch you do push-ups. It's really weird. You just.
Alright.
What about butter? How would you feel about being covered in butter? You know what? I'll take that look as a no.
All
but
right.
Just think about it.
It could be a maybe.
Yeah.
That reminds me. When you saw Marith butt-ass naked, he is surprisingly muscular for a lean guy. Because fuck yeah, boats.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Please.
Can we
Tired of being accosted by
No.
by children.
Wait, what happened?
I don't want to talk about it.
They just
I
thought
just-
he looked nice.
It was
wanted to know-
those kids, weren't it?
They
Wasn't
just-
it? And
they
I
just-
just
Are they
point
even
to the
still
kids
there?
in black.
Oh yeah, no, Eva. Yeah, actually, I'm not, you don't even need to make a perception check. You actually watch these two kids. One looks gnomish, one looks human. Like they keep looking at Watson as if they're like taking reference notes, and like they've gone on to like they're on like the third and fourth pocket that they're sewing on the outside of the girl's cloak.
You need to use a leatherwork needle for that.
Way ahead of you, thank you.
Very good. Carry on.
Let's go.
I just... Excellent. I'm so happy.
I'm
This
walking
is a
out.
great-
I'm not even waiting for you anymore. I'm walking out.
I'm gonna put my clothes back on, I guess.
As you kind of walk
Yeah.
out, yeah. You do that thing where like you hop on one foot to put your one shoe on, yeah.
I'm already dressed, but I'm like begrudgingly walking out, looking very
fair.
sad.
I stop and put the rest of my armor on with...
Donning armor takes like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You've got help. One of the other,
Yeah.
one of the people there does offer to
I
like
have
at least
a
help you
slight
pick
tear in
stuff
my
up.
eye because the platinum beauty is gone.
You get a knowing nod and pat on the shoulder from a couple of the other acolytes.
Well, the thing for platinum blondes, okay? Yush.
And
Ooh,
after
idea! I just make your all's hair blonde.
Oh.
Well, I can't see, so...
Does that do it for you?
What?
Myra, are you okay?
Does what?
What's that smile mean?
What did you do? What,
Thank you. You're blonde right now. Don't worry.
No.
It'll only last a
and on
few
that
minutes.
note, as you walk out, Jarl fussing with his hair. We're gonna go ahead and call today's session.
Yay!
Oh.
So,
Okay.
thank you for tuning in this week. Thank you for joining us for all of that.
So much nonsense.
We're going to go ahead and take 10-15 minutes, which happens in real time for us. For you, it means we'll be back next week for the next episode where there'll probably be just as much thirst. There might be a little less art, but that's fine because art's what you make of it. And,
Hopefully more opportunities to be gay and catty. Just saying.
I mean, that's just what the show is, right?
Fair.
That was our alternate title, Gay and Catty.
Yeah.
Peanut butter and jealous.
That was good. But, yeah, thank you to everybody who tuned in. Again, if you've got any comments, suggestions, feel free to let us know. We've got social media links in our description doobly, and we will see you next time. Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks for listening.